Dear learners, how are you all? I think all of you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome you all in our today's online class. Here I am Laila Arjuman, lecturer in English, Milestone College. Today I am here to discuss an important topic, that is transformation of sentence. You will get 5 marks if you write the correct answer of these topics. In your question paper, you will get these topics in question number 6. And you will get 5 marks out of 5 if you give the correct answer or if you write the correct answer in your answer script. For this, you have to know the rules of transformation of sentence. You need to know how you can transfer one sentence to another. So, let's have a look on the board. Dear students, now I will show you how you can change a sentence from one pattern to another. First of all, you have to know that when you want to change this sentence, no need to change its meaning. You need to change the sentences without changing its meaning. So, first of all, you have to know how many kinds of sentence you will get in these topics. You will get 5 sentences in this question, and it is the 6th number question of your question pattern. Each sentence contains 1 mark. So, in 5 sentences, you will get 5 marks. If you write the correct answer of these 5 sentences, you will get 5 marks out of 5. So first, you have to know from where you can change this sentence. And what are the topics for changing these sentences? The topics are sentence pattern, voice change, degree change. Now, I will show you how you can change these sentences from one to another. My first topic is sentence. You know that there are 5 kinds of sentence according to meaning. These are assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, optative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Assertive sentence always gives us information or statement. And interrogative sentence asks question. Imperative sentence describe order, request, advice, etc. Optative sentence always describe our wish or pray. Exclamatory sentence express our emotions and feelings. So, when you want to change from assertive to interrogative or interrogative to assertive or assertive to imperative or optative or assertive to exclamatory, you need to remember that no need to change its meaning. You have to change the sentence without changing its meaning. And for structure, according to structure, there are 3 kinds of sentence: simple, complex, and compound. You can get 2 or more sentences from these topics when you change the sentences. So, next I will show another topics. My second topic is voice change. So, first of all, you have to know what is voice. Voice is the structure of the verb. Sometimes subject to the work directly by itself, or the work is done by the subject. So there are 2 types of voice: active voice and passive voice. When subject do the work directly, that times it is called active voice. And when the work is done by the subject, it is called passive voice. So here in your question, you will get 1 or 2 sentences from these topics. My third topic is degree change. There are 3 types of degree. Number 1, positive degree, 2, comparative degree, and 3, superlative degree. Positive degree always indicates the individual quality or quantity of the subject. That means it is the individual quality of somebody or something. Comparative degree indicates the comparison between two things or two groups. Superlative degree indicates the comparison more than two things, more than two groups, etc. So, if we want to change degree change, you need to know positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. And you need to know how you can change these sentences from one to another. So next, I will show you how you can change the sentences from one to another. Dear students, now I will show you how you can transfer one sentence to another. For this, here I have selected a board question from Chittagong Board 2017. My first question is, long, long ago there was a king who was very wise. You need to remember that there are three kinds of sentence according to structure. Those are simple, complex and compound. Already I have told this in my first lecture. Simple sentence always indicates one subject and one verb. Complex sentence, there are two clauses, one principal clause and another subordinate clause. So first sentence, you look that long, long ago there was a king who was very wise. Here, long, long ago there was a king. It's a principal clause, and who was very wise, it's a subordinate clause. That's why it is a complex sentence. So if you want to change the sentence from complex to simple, so first of all, we need one single subject and one single verb. So that's why I change it simple sentence by writing, long, long ago there was a very wise king. Here, there was a very wise king. It's a simple sentence because there is one single subject and one single verb. So this is a simple sentence. This is only a principal clause. No subordinate clause is here. In compound sentence, you look that there are two parts. Long, long ago there was a king. It's a complete sentence. And another is, he was very wise. It is also a complete sentence. So when we add these two sentences by a conjunction, and, but, or, that time it is called compound sentence. So my sentence was complex sentence. From complex sentence we can change it into simple sentence and compound sentence. Simple sentence is, long, long ago there was a very wise king, and compound sentence is, long, long ago there was a king and he was very wise. My second question is, people called him wise Suleiman. Here, people is subject, called verb, and him object. And rest of the part is extension. So this is an active voice. And the question is, make it passive. So if we want to change the sentence from active to passive, in that time the object will come first in subjective form. So here he is the subjective form of object him. And after object, then we will use an auxiliary verb. That means if it is present tense, that times we will add here am, is, are, or if it is past tense, then we will add here was, were. This is a past tense, that's why we use here was. And it's a third person singular number, he. That's why we use here was. Then the V3 form. It was a V2 form, but here it is a V3 form. And for V2 form, we use here auxiliary verb. And then the main verb will be V3 form. And after V3 form, we use here this extension part. And for last, we will use a preposition by. And at last, we will use the objective form of the subject. So first, we will use here object as a subjective form, then helping verb, then V3 form of the main verb, then extension, and then preposition, and last the objective form of the subject. By this way, we can change from active voice to passive voice. My third question is, actually at that time he was the wisest of all kings. Here subject is he, verb was, and the wisest is the superlative degree. And then of all is the rest of the sentence. And if we want to change it into comparative degree, that time at first we need to write the rest of the sentence, then subject, then verb, then comparative degree. Comparative degree. Then we will write then all other or then any other, and then object we need to write here. So here this is the sentence how we can change from superlative degree to comparative degree. If we want to change it into positive degree, in that times the sentence will be no other king was as wise as he. So by this way we can change the sentence from superlative degree to comparative degree or comparative degree to positive degree. The number question is, there was another ruler also named Queen of Sheba. It is a simple sentence and the question is, make it complex sentence. So if we want to make it complex sentence, we need to make one principal clause and one subordinate clause. Here there was another ruler, it's a principal clause, and also whose name was Queen of Sheba, it's a subordinate clause. So by this way we can change a sentence from simple to complex. If we want to make it compound, in that time we need to write there was another ruler and also her name was Queen of Sheba. So by this way we can change a sentence from simple to complex or compound. My last question is, one day she thought Solomon's wisdom should not remain untested. It's an assertive sentence. There are two types of assertive sentence, affirmative and negative. It's a negative sentence because here should not. So the question is, make it affirmative. If we want to make it affirmative sentence, we need to omit not and we need to add an opposite word of the keyword. So here the keyword is untested and the negative word is not. So we need to change these two words. So by this way, here I wrote, one day she thought Solomon's wisdom should be tested. So here we omit not and we use an opposite word of untested, that is tested. So by this way we can change the assertive sentence from affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative. So that's all for today, my dear students. If you want to know more things about these topics, you can ask me anytime. I will help you. If we want to get 5 marks out of 5, you need to practice more and more from your exercise book. You need to solve board question also. Then you will get 5 marks out of 5. So be safe, be attentive, you listen, and read more and more. That's all for today. Thanks to all. Bye bye.